So let's talk motivation. The reason why I think it's important to discuss something as simple and at the same time as complex as motivation is to see through this problem, this veil that keeps many things, many great things from us. The reason why I'm saying that is because there are certain things in life that we want to do and we feel good doing them. But then there are certain things that are important, but we ignore doing them. And that's what this video is all about. So is motivation just temporary or can it be sustained? Talking about motivation, when it comes to this, I don't have any, but I have to do it anyway. Now I know for some of you this might be normal, but for me it's really hard to clean. I don't like the idea of clean stuff, but I want things to be clean in my room. Ironic, isn't it? Now as you think about why I'm so messy, let me move this from this bag to its head office. Now, until this thing sorts my clothes, I have some time on me to talk more about motivation. It is the drive to do things. I don't have the drive to wash my clothes. They're dirty and I like them the way they are. I just want them to be clean when I'm wearing them. With that being said, I had to find a way to include this in my regular day task list. Now I have a list, but it has nothing to do with cleaning, with organizing. It has everything to do with writing a script, making a video, and doing the things that I love. So it's easier for me to source motivation for those things. But I found a way around it. Instead of letting this thing make my life miserable, I have realized that I can do the thing that I love and in it include something that I hate. And by that, I can source motivation from the outer world. That is extrinsically sourced. Done with that thing, back to you guys. The reason why I am interested in knowing both sides of this conversation, which is the extrinsic and the intrinsic side, is because if extrinsically sourced motivation is good enough, then why look for any other options? Why rely on any other source to feel that motivation, that drive? And here's the reason why. Think about extrinsic motivation. Think where you can source it from. And then think whether it's possible for this type of motivation to be sustained for long periods. Now let's sort this dichotomy between extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. As I said earlier, it's in the name. Intrinsic, you try to source it from within. Extrinsic, you move outside of your body. Now, when we move outside, what do we have? We have an environment. But that environment exposes us to certain type of people or who have certain habits. Now, these habits, they can be conducive to what you want to do in life and can be bad or poor in nature and can end up working against you. That's why this element is a big controllable of all the controllables and allows you to very specifically choose the right environment so that you can hang out with the right people who will help you inculcate the right habits. But that's not it. If you work on this side of the equation, this is going to supplement or improve and add to the intrinsic side. Internally, you're going to have certain skill sets, certain drives, certain passions, and for all those things, you will have triggers. You'll have information. For example, if I want to go to the gym and lift weights, and I want to consistently do that, I'm more likely to pursue this thought process if I am surrounding myself with people who are, again, more likely to be in that environment
and are the same people whom I'm seeing come to the gym at the same time when I visit the gym. You just know them through their face. But what ends up happening is that every time you go to the gym, you see them. You're seeing them and it's great. It's doing nothing for you in that moment. But let's say you come home. The next morning, you don't feel like going to the gym. You've been doing it consistently for 2, maybe 3 weeks. And this one day, when you don't feel that motivation, you remind yourself of those faces that you see in the gym. Now, this is an active process. This is a deliberate attempt to find reasons to do the things that you know you should be doing, but you don't feel like doing them. So, long story short, the extrinsic side is the big controllable that you have to control and that you can control, which then supplements the intrinsic side and just provides a wider, bigger repository of good habits that you gained by hanging out with good people, by exposing yourself willingly to a decent environment, which allows you to source motivation not just from outside, but from within.